Hi everybody, welcome to this unboxing of the Tamiya Porsche 911 Turbo 88 kit in 1/24 scale. So first of all, this is not the sort of kit that I usually buy or usually build. I'm not really into sports cars in a big way. I'm not into supercars really at all. But this is really a classic car. Certainly to somebody of my generation who grew up lusting after these, being so impressed by the Porsche turbos of that era. It's a kind of a must-have, I guess. So it's taken me a while to actually go out and buy a model of a Porsche 911 Turbo. I did a little research into what would be the one to get, and found that this one by Tamiya, which was available in my local branch of Hobbycraft, turned out to be one of the good ones to get. So let's take a look and see what we actually get. First of all, classic Tamiya style, there's a very nice illustration of the real car on the front of the box. Apparently we have here metal transfers of mirrors and logo, authentic interior and chassis undersurface, tyres, depicts Porsche's distinctive over fenders and rear wing. Okay, on the side of the box we have illustrations again of a Porsche 911 Turbo in what we're told here is Guards Red, and they give a Tamiya paint reference for that colour. More of the same here. Okay, not much else really to say about the box. Let's see what we get inside. So, straight away in here, not a huge number of parts. Does it give us a parts count on the box? If it does, I can't see it straight away. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's take a look and see what we get. First of all, in this separate poly bag we have the main one-piece body shell, and what a body shell that is. Look at it. So straight away you can see that the front bonnet is moulded shut, although of course on a Porsche 911 that's actually the luggage compartment. And then this engine cover is also moulded closed as well. So what we have here is a curbside kit. In other words, there's no detailed engine and engine bay included. But the body shell itself, that one-piece body shell, looks very, very good. The detail looks pretty good. So for example, if I can just catch it at the right angle, you can see that the ventilation slots on that famous Porsche Turbo rear spoiler are actually slots. They actually, if you can see that, I'm just trying to show you. You can see right through those slots. That's very nice. This is in no way a simple moulding. Look what's going on here. So you've got an awful lot in one piece here. You've got that big pronounced rear bumper with the overriders, and it's got this rounded underneath to it. So actually there's a sort of a rounded inside to it as well. Not an easy thing to mould in one piece, especially when you've got the same at the front. Also, that characteristic chunky front bumper, and then the front chin spoiler and everything, all moulded in one piece, including the characteristic flared wheel arches, and also the slot in the front there. You can see that, also cut through. Impressive. I like that. Okay, what else? Well, everything else plastic-wise comes in this poly bag, I think. So let's see what we get. What else is here? So we've got this large one-piece base plate and chassis plate, and you can see there, testament to the fact that this is a curbside kit with no full engine detail. That is what I take it to be the underside detail of the real car's large flat six engine and the transmission there as well. I'm not too sure what's represented here. I've never seen the underside of a real Porsche 911 Turbo, to be honest, so I don't know quite what that is. And then at the front here, all pretty simple looking. No detail at all on the top side of this, so I assume that's not visible when the kit is completed. And then we've got these very nice looking bucket seats. We've got the Porsche steering wheel, steering column with stalks, the mirrors, dash, and door handles I think we've got there. Separate wipers as well, that's good news. And I think probably the front axle there, a representation of it. Okay, what else we have now? One piece interior tub, which has the small rear seats cast in place. What I'm going to say is a relatively simple, don't know how easy it is to get this onto the camera, relatively simple door side details. And then what else is here? We've got, okay, I take it that's the rear muffler or silencer and exhaust pipes. Probably rear axle assembly there. Not too sure what we've got there. Okay. In terms of plastic, we then have these very, very nice alloy wheels. I really like these. So these represent, as far as I can see, the Fuchs or Fox style Porsche wheels, which would be correct for that era. But if you look closely, you can see, I don't know if this comes across in the video, they're not just bright shiny chrome, they're a dulled chrome finish, which could give really, really nice results. I'm thinking to replicate the car as it is on the box lid, you'd probably want to paint the centres of these a dark colour and leave the lips in that sort of dulled chrome. We also have the headlamp surrounds and headlamp cans. I think I'm right in saying that the surrounds should actually be painted in the body colour, the same colour as the rest of the car, but of course you'd want to leave the inside of the buckets chrome to get some reflectivity for the headlamps. Okay, we then have glazing. I'm not going to take this out. We've got the windscreen there, rear screen which has a representation of a window demister moulded into it. The one piece rear tail light indicator light assembly which has Porsche cast into it, I think I'm right in saying. We've then got various other lamp lenses, and we have, interestingly, full clear glazing for the side windows, which is relatively unusual on a car kit. All right, nice. What else is here? We've got, oh, look at this. Let's take one of these out and have a look. Very, very nice rubber tyres. Very nice. Nice aggressive tread pattern there. Very, very low sidewall. I think that's a Bridgestone manufacturer's logo cast into the side there as well, along with some other tyre information like in those. Also in this packet we have a separate inner packet which appears to include a couple of metal axles. So I assume the idea is that you assemble the wheels and axles much as you would have done with an old AMT kit from years ago, and there's some polycaps there I think to hold the wheels on. So the idea is that you can build it and then it can be pushed along like a toy car, but I don't think I'll be doing that. Okay, so instructions. A photograph of the built-up model on the front of the instructions, bit of bump about the real car there, and then, okay, so no obvious paint guides or parts lists or parts diagrams. We're straight in with the initial assembly, which to begin with involves fitting the axle sub-assemblies and exhaust onto that one piece base we saw. Then wheels and tyres go together and go onto the metal axles. Very simple interior assembly follows next. Not too much to do there by the looks of it. And the dash goes into the interior tub, which itself goes onto the base. And then we're on to fitting glazing. Okay, there's some information there. Oh, and also, yes, metal. This is a ply metal transfer, so there must be somewhere. I must have missed it. Okay, I've just seen it. There must be some metal transfers for that job. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Get as far as that, everything goes together. The car goes together, and you're already onto final assembly. Headlamps, wipers, mirrors, and final trim and painting. And then there is a relatively simple markings guide, not many decals to go on this car. Here's the bit I missed earlier on. We have in here metal transfers, which I suppose are some sort of metallic foil depiction of mirror glasses, and the turbo script is what I've got to tie into the car. Also in here, I'm not going to get this out now, but we've got license plates, instrument cluster decal, and some black markings for the bodywork. Okay, there we go. That's everything we did in the box. I am quite impressed with what I've seen. I didn't really know what to expect when I first looked at this. I'm particularly impressed with the body moulding. It looks really, really good to me. Also, I think it'll make a nice, relatively quick turnaround build and look very realistic and detailed at the end, hopefully. And yeah, it looks like it's going to recreate that iconic 1980s Porsche turbo shape absolutely to a T. So there we are. Thanks very much for watching. That's Tamiya's Porsche 911 Turbo 1988, and I'll see you soon. Bye.